Hi everyone, how are you all today? On today's episode of Yak City with Abby, we're going to be doing a hair tutorial. We're going to be doing a blowout with Dr. Not, or Not Doctor. This is the Infinity Pro by Conair. It's pretty good, smaller size compared to like the Revlon one. That one is a bit larger, but this one is great. It has a off setting, low, high, and cool. So I always do it on the high T. So the whole time I'm going to be doing this tutorial, it will only be on high. Okay, so let's start by taking our hair out. Okay, hair out. So once we have the damp hair out, and you want it to be damp, you don't want it to be soaking wet, and you also don't want it to be too dry. Because if it's too dry, the curl won't hold. And if it's too wet, you're just gonna be blow drying your hair forever. So we're gonna start by putting in some hair oil. This one here is Replenishing Hair Oil. I got it at Target a while back, but I've been using it for like a year now. It's pretty good. But I'll just like put some there, you see? Just one. No. Rub it like so. Put it on the ends. I only like to put it on the ends. If you don't, like, you can put it higher up, but then it's just like more greasy hair at the roots. Like, you don't want greasy hair at the roots. You just want to put it on the ends. There. Okay. And so, honestly, just while my bangs are out, I'm gonna do those first. I never usually do, but they're drying quite fast today. So, I'm gonna do the bangs first. So, comb those out. And I always do my bangs down this way because I think it leaves like a nice framed face. However, you can also hold the brush above and do it this way, but that gives more of like a full curl. Like I honestly suggest that way if you have a nice curtain bang, because then it will give you like such good volume here. But I personally today I'm just gonna do it. And you just want to spin it like this. Making sure and the hair can, at first it's kind of hard. So, shorter hair is easier, but see how fast? And you're just gonna, okay, good job. Okay. And now right, the bangs is banging. So they always look a little cray at first, but today for the bangs, we're gonna be using pink. So this set I have, it comes with 3 sizes of rollers. In my last video, I explained, so the bigger the roller, that means the more volume that your hair is gonna have. So that means it's gonna look nice and big and bouncy. But for example, the smaller the roller, that'll mean the tighter that the curl will be. So for example, instead of it being like a looser curl, it'll be like a nice tight pin curl with the smaller size. But say the bigger size is a lot looser, bigger hair. But enough talking. So let's see. Start by sectioning. I'll do half up first. Half up, and just clip it up. And so first, we will start by, we're gonna do this side first. So take a small size piece. You don't have to take too small, but personally this blow dryer is small, so it dries it better. And there's 2 ways you can do it. You can either do it inwards towards your face like this, or you could do it away from your face, which is ideally my favorite because it gives you such a nice like blowout, like wind hair look. Where like the inwards is very nice if you're trying to frame your face. If you're trying to frame your face and you like that hair close to your face, then like it's kind of like an accessory for you, then you should try the curl inward. Here, I'll show you both kinds, but we'll do the outwards first. You see, just like this, you kind of want to go up and down, especially on the end. And then I hold it for a few seconds. Not too long, because then it'll leave some marks, not smooth. To keep it very smooth, you want to keep moving it. never want to pull down. You always want to pull away. 'Cause all right, so we have our first piece of dry hair. She's looking a little okay, little crunchy. So basically what we'll do is we'll take the roller and you just want to put, oh wait, no, I have too much hair here. Or no, this is perfect. So I'm going to put your middle finger above the roller like this and then go down. And it just keeps the hair and making sure it's nice and smooth on top of the roller. Because if it's nice and smooth on top of the roller, it'll be nice and smooth when you take it out. But say if you leave your rollers, like if you put them on very frizzy and you leave them very messy, then when you take the roller out, your curl will also look frizzy and messy. See? And these ones are Velcro, so you just boop. But as I was saying before, you don't ever want to wrap it. You don't ever want to wrap it like this and pull down. You want to always pull away. Because if you pull down, it can get stuck. It can get stuck and can get stuck. And if you ever have like those tiny skinny brushes that are like this, but it's more skinny, those will literally get stuck. Like one time I wrapped my bangs in it and I just like pulled it instead of trying to brush it out. And I like literally got my bangs stuck. I had to like, you have to pull out piece by piece out of the brush and just don't do that, don't do it, don't do it. But okay, so moving on to the next piece. So I'll just go around my whole head to show you how, just basically how it looks, and yeah, just kind of look at my technique. Keeping it like, as long as you make sure you're keeping the hair moving. You want to keep it drying, keep it moving, because you can hold it for a few seconds. That's what I do, is I hold it because my arms get tired and you have to like kind of let it dry a little bit. But if you hold it too long, it just won't look as smooth and sleek as like a nice, if you keep it going. But here, we'll try. Okay, so I'm back to high. There, another nice dry piece of hair. For this one, I'm actually going to do a purple one for this one. So these are the biggest size. I don't usually use these because my hair stays rather flat and straight with these ones, but it is supposed to give you a great deal of volume. But here, I'll show you how it looks on this piece. The smaller pieces, I realized though, work way better with this hair, with these rollers, than like bigger pieces of hair. But it all just depends on your hair type and if it can hold a curl or not. There, yeah, we'll try one big one, see how she does. And then we'll just do the last two. And then I'll just go through the top. And then when I do this front part, I'll show you how I section it. Because you see I have a bunch of like layering pieces. So that one you just have to section it. Like I just like to do it a certain way. So that way these pieces here are curled like a certain way. But everybody's different. And like as you do it more and more, you'll learn what you like, what you don't like. When you take the rollers out, you'll be like, what is that? Like, what is that curl? And then go straighten it right away. And then like, and you can try something else in the future. Like just patience and trying. You can either section it one of two ways. You can do, excuse me, part it down the middle. I'm a middle part girl. I used to do side. I really enjoyed the side bang. However, the middle part has been. And so I think what I'll do is I'll do this side first, and then I'll do this side after. And this clip, or actually, that's one way you can do it. But how I'm gonna do it is I think I'll just do this top part last, actually. there, and then just section this hair here. We'll part it again later, it's okay. And just clip up. All right, and so we'll start on this section. We're almost done.
Just the top part. And this part is usually the fastest, but this part you usually want to be the cleanest, because the top is the top. Like, everybody's gonna see it.
The top is one of the most seen parts. But what I recently noticed is, like, say if you wear your hair like both sides in the front, then you can see a lot of how the curls on the bottom look. So that's another reason why I was like, I'll put tight ones on the bottom, maybe, I don't know. But let's see. There we are, girls. The last piece, my favorite part. And so for this last little piece, yes, another blue, you guessed it, my favorite. And then see how I have like these framing pieces? It's just like, you just have to be so patient, and then you have to string them in when it's like the length that's will fit. You see what I mean? Frizzy hair, you want it to be very smooth. But I guess, like, if it's, for example, it's not that deep. Like, if your rollers have some frizz to it, you can always try comb it out after, or you can always, like, try to use more hair oil. That sometimes helps, like, with the frizz. Or some girls use hairspray as well. I personally don't, because I think it just feels soft later without the hairspray. But if you want, like, all day, you could try a hairspray, or some women I know even put, like, a mousse while the hair is damp, and then they blow dry it. So live and learn. But yes, I will come back in about, it just depends like how long you have. Sometimes I've left these in for 10 minutes. Sometimes I've took them out right away. Sometimes I've left them for like 2 to 3 hours. It really just depends. The longer you leave it though, the tighter the curls. The longer your blowout's gonna stay, the longer you leave it. Because then it has time to really set and absorb all that and set into its shape that it's in right now. So yes, we'll be back in a while to take it off and I'll show you the review. Okay, vlog, look, this is our filming setup for the day. So we have phone tripod, yes ma'am, camera tripod, but this one is off today. We're not using her. But yes, we have little makeup area, hair, purr. Hello guys, we're back. The rolls, it's been, I would say maybe about an hour with the rollers in. So we're gonna take them out now. We can see how it looks. So we'll start here. And it always helps. It helps to give it a little twist too in the direction you're going. Boop. Yes, ladies. And there we have it. That's how I do my hair rollers. I always was told to try to do a full tutorial on TikTok, but it's so hard for the 30 seconds, you know, especially because this video itself was like 25 minutes. So it's very hard to like include all the important stuff in just short time. So there. And some sound like they're like rough or they're hard to pull out, but they're actually very easy, these rollers. And like if they get tangled, they're very soft, so they don't like get stuck like the brush, for example. Let's see how the tight curl looks. There. And then the last one for this side. This one I'm gonna do this way. There we go. See what I mean? This is tight curl. And then like, for example, this piece here would be like more volume, a volume piece. Like it's just very flat. So the smaller size the roller, the tighter the curl will be here. And see, so just like the front pieces, making sure it looks nice is very important. But yeah, try these ones here. And then this side will do. Okay. Yes, that one is nice. See volume here and then tight curl here. That's what we look for. We love this. Okay. Hear that hair ripping sound? It's actually pretty chill, I promise. It just sounds worse than it is. Alright. Almost there, girls. Almost. There. And then let's hope. See, like, look how crazy I pull that, and it's still like, it'll look fine. You just have to shake it, like, give it some life. A good hair flip will fix it all. And then last piece. Beautiful. She's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I love that when the front pieces work. But anyway, yes. And then just give it a nice shake. See, look. Cute. What do we think? A little flat today, but we love it still. And then lastly, the bangs. The bangs. This part for sure, you have to trust the process and give it a good shake, the bangs always. See how these are curled very inwards to the face, where the rest of my hair is curled very away? There. That will be all I have for you all today. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions at all, please comment below or hit me up on Instagram. Bye bye. Take care. Have a good day. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye.